Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing. Today we're unboxing a Montage watches diver. And Montage watches is something that I already featured on my channel, but they weren't called Montage, they were called Millennial. I did a review of their Prestige model and I'll put a link in the corner of the screen. And that watch was awesome. It was beautifully made, it was very beautiful to look at, and it had pretty decent specs for the money. But the one cringy thing that was about that watch was the name, Millennial. And I mentioned that in my review, and my viewers also commented how the name was a bit weird. So they kind of rebranded and now they're called Montage watches, which is a much better name. Now this is their first diver, and while that Prestige model was a very classically looking watch, very dressy, this is a bit more sporty with a retro twist. So let's open the package and see how it looks in person, because on the renders and pictures I was pretty impressed with the watch. So let's open it and see how it looks. Okay, so here is the outer box, which comes in a sleeve. Let's remove the sleeve. And here's the box. I don't know if these boxes are gonna be what the watch is gonna be shipped in, but this is a review sample, and as you can see, well, the box looks pretty decent. Let's open it and see the watch inside, but first let's move this and move my giant scissors that can really chop my hands off. Okay, opening the box. And here's the watch, the diver in what they call autumn red. These are also going to be available in Aurora green and ocean blue. And my god, this watch looks striking. Now, if you follow my channel, I always say wow, 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 like a dozen times. But sometimes watches really are wow, and this is one of those cases. Look at that domed sapphire crystal. Look at the fumé dial, as they call it, with the sunburst effect in red, ruby red. Wow. The watch comes on a brushed bracelet, and it's a pretty cool looking bracelet, very classical. The case is all brushed, and I like this coin edge bezel. When it comes to the styling, the watch kind of reminds me of the Rado Captain Cook, with a hint of the Seawolf, the Zodiac Seawolf. And I really do like it. Spec-wise, this is a 40mm watch with a 46mm lug-to-lug, so just the sweet spot for my wrist when it comes to divers. And as you can see, the bracelet uses the U-shaped end links, meaning it has a fully articulating link where the lug-to-lug of the watch is the actual total lug-to-lug. It doesn't have the protruding T-shaped end links like some watches do. It's, I believe, 13 something millimeters thick, and you can see it is on the thick side, but a lot of that comes from the domed sapphire. It is powered by a Miyota 9015, so a pretty high-end movement when it comes to micro brands. The beats away 28,800 BPH, comes with both hacking and hand winding. And in this instance, it doesn't have the date, meaning it's very minimalistic and just the way I like it. It's also 300 meters water resistant, and it comes with a unidirectional bezel that has an aluminium insert. So this is the only place where they kind of cut corner, but I don't believe they were cutting corner, but more like trying to get that vintage vibe by putting an aluminium insert that's going to show wear and tear, creating more of a romantic feel of the watch. Price-wise, this is going to be priced at $300 and I believe $59 or $360, while for the pre-order price, it's about $260 or $250, I don't know, something around there. And when you look at the specs, that's a pretty good deal. Now, if the bezel was ceramic, it would be an incredible deal, but like I said, I don't think they were just trying to save money, but they were trying to get that vintage vibe by placing an aluminium insert. But overall, I really do like the watch. Wow, I like the hands. They're pretty unique. Like I said, Rado Captain Cook, the Seawolf, but it has these large markers and they're really easily readable. As you can see, they're framed, and look how the distortions come from that beautiful sapphire crystal. I really like that, and I like the color. Now, if I had to choose, my favorite would probably be the Aurora green, because I have a thing for green-faced watches, especially divers. And in fact, I'm just wearing my Amphibia, Vostok Amphibia, in that blue-green. and dial configuration. Now I want to try it on my wrist to see how it looks. Like I said, 40 millimeters, 46 lug to lug. It should be pretty perfect. And I really do like the bracelet. As you can see, solid links. And look at that case back. Closed case back, always a plus on a dive watch. The clasp, let's see how it is. It's a machined clasp, pretty standard, but it has these pins for sizing. They should go for the glide lock, but then they would probably place them in a different price bracket. So let's take off my Amphibia and see how this watch looks. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I hate these NATO straps, but I found this in my box. It's from Vario, and it's one of those elastic NATOs, so it's pretty comfortable, and it's not overly long. You don't have to go all the way around. You just put it like a regular strap. So I'm actually liking it. I believe this is the first NATO that I actually could wear. But let's put this on my wrist and see how it looks. Now the strap hasn't been sized, and it's very long, but we'll just simulate a sized bracelet. And look at it. Like I said, 40 millimeters and 46 lug to lug. For my 6.7 inch wrist, it is pretty much the sweet spot when it comes to divers. The watch is pretty thick on paper, but look, it doesn't look as thick on my wrist. Wow. It really does look incredible. And it seems like this bracelet might be very, very comfortable. Now, this is just the first impressions and unboxing, and I will be doing a full review after I spend some time with the watch as usual. Then I will have the bracelet sized, wear it to see how it wears, how it feels. But so far, I really do like the look. Now, one last thing that we're gonna do in this unboxing is a lume shot. So let's charge the watch on my lamp because it's been in a box probably for weeks while it traveled to me. And there we go, we just charged it. Let's let the camera focus and turn off the lights. There. And the lume is pretty strong, and I love the fact they didn't go for the trap of luming the whole bezel, but sadly they didn't even lume the bezel pip, so that's one gripe that I would change about this watch. Also, I would make the 12 o'clock marker a little bit different, because like this, it does have a very uniform look, but in the dark it's kind of hard to determine where 12 o'clock is. So the only gripes from this first impressions is the 12 o'clock marker that should be a bit different than the rest of them, and the lumed triangle. Those things would make this watch pretty much perfect. Anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.